Speed kills, and in baseball, nobody is faster right now than Chandler Simpson. He's turning singles into doubles, doubles into triples, and making infielders panic every single time that he puts the ball into play. But just how fast is Chandler Simpson? And can his elite speed carry him all the way to the big leagues? Well, first, we should probably learn a little bit about who Chandler Simpson is. And he wasn't always a household name. A standout at Georgia Tech, he did build his reputation on speed and contact, old school skills that are kind of in a game that's dominated now by 30, 40, and 50 home run seasons. Power seems to be the emphasis in the status of this game over the course of the last decade, but Chandler didn't care. The speedsters set records in the Northwoods League, dazzled in the Cape Cod for his summer collegiate baseball experience, tagged up and scored from second on a fly ball at Georgia Tech that went viral, and flashed a level of speed that professional teams could not possibly pass up. Now on to the pros. The Tampa Bay Rays saw his potential, drafting him in the second round of the 2022 MLB draft, and since then, Chandler has been a nightmare for defenses in the minor leagues. Let's talk numbers for a bit. Chandler Simpson has an elite 80 grade speed on the scouting scale, meaning you'd have to look real hard to find someone who matches what he brings to the table. That's the highest possible rating, 80 on the scouting scale. Now, in 2023, he stole 94 bases in the minor leagues while getting caught just 13 times. And his home to first time, yeah, that's a ridiculous 3.6 seconds over the course of 90 feet. And that is also faster than almost anybody in the history of the game. Now, 94, you're thinking, my goodness, the guy almost got 100 in a year, but I mean, surely that's nearly impossible, right? Well, in 2024, Mr. Simpson had his sights set on the century mark. He one-upped himself, and he achieved that mark. 104 stolen bases in 110 games between single A and double A. He was pretty much guaranteed at least one stolen bag on a game-by-game basis. But speed alone isn't enough, right? What makes Simpson extra special is actually his baseball IQ. There's an art to getting the right jump and a good jump off a pitcher. He reads these pitchers like a book, times his jump perfectly, and knows exactly when it is appropriate to take an extra base. Speed can get you noticed, but can it get you to the show alone? History tells us speedsters struggle if they don't hit. Think Tony Campana, really good pinch runner for the Cubs and a couple of other teams. Players like Billy Hamilton and Terrence Gore as well had blazing speed, but never became everyday hitters because they weren't routinely making good contact. So how does Simpson fit into this whole picture? Well, good news for you Chandler Simpson fans. He's not an all-or-nothing hitter. He makes a ton of contact, actually. He's been slapping the ball to all aspects of the field, and he gets on base pretty frequently. Yeah, Simpson hit 355 over the course of last season between a couple of different levels of affiliate ball, and being able to leg out would-be routine groundouts certainly helps with that metric. Again, this was between high A and double A, but it's getting to the point where we need to pay attention to somebody like this. If Simpson continues to improve his hitting, he could become a top-of-the-order spark plug. I want you to imagine Luis Arias, but with Olympic-level acceleration and speed. And let's not forget, of course the guy is a ridiculous center fielder. The defensive aspect, we haven't even touched on that yet. The 2022 second-rounder makes would-be extra base hits in the gap disappear. His ability to cover plenty of ground and not much time is truly second to none at the moment, and it's been catching a lot of attention. Now, what's next for the speedster? Well, he was a non-roster invitee for the Rays spring training squad this year, and Simpson continues to produce viral clips that have some of us thinking, is this speed real, or are these highlights just AI generated? Obviously kidding there. Right now, Simpson's climbing the Rays farm system. He's up to double A, and if he keeps wreaking havoc on the base paths, specifically over the course of these few weeks of spring training ahead of opening day, I'm telling you right now, Tampa Bay will have absolutely no choice but to call him up. Could he be baseball's next great leadoff hitter, or will he be a game-changing pinch runner like Terrence Gore was in his postseason days? If you enjoyed this type of video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Always open to video suggestions, so feel free to drop those in the comment section below, and we will see you in the next one.